The first thing that comes out here that is hindering you, okay, Capricorn, is standing in your truth. All right. So for some of you, you might be struggling with this. It might be your own feelings, your own experiences, and even your beliefs. Okay. So let's just take a look at that and really get some affirmation as to what this could possibly, be about and how to really learn how to address this. So it says that today I acknowledge that my knowledge, feelings, and beliefs are all mine, and they're just as valid as anyone else's. I'm open to learning from others and their experiences, but I will stand firmly in my own truth. All right, so for some of you, you might be struggling with the fact that you don't feel like your knowledge, experiences, beliefs, desires are being acknowledged. I am feeling that. I feel like some of you might feel like other people, try to give you advice or try to tell you how you need to think, feel, believe. And so now it's time for you to stand in your own truth, Capricorn, because you have your own feelings and experiences, and those are just as important, as important as other people's. Okay, so that could be what's going on with you mentally, really trying to find a way how to stand firmly in your truth. It is good to have an open mind when people do give you advice and say, hey, I went through that as well. But I'm getting the sense that some of you feel like you're either not as valuable as others, or other people are trying to place their experiences on you and are trying to devalue what you're thinking and feeling and believing. So again, pick up what I'm putting down that resonates, okay? So we're going to take a look a little bit deeper as into how what you're thinking translates into feelings and could possibly be affecting your body. All right, so we do have some struggles here pertaining to your goals and your self-esteem. So let's look at the goal set here first. So some of you might be thinking that no matter what you do, you always manage to have some type of health or financial disaster. All right. So for some of you, this could mean that anytime you try to start a new job or try to start a new project, something comes up where you start to feel unhealthy, or you become ill, or you can no longer participate because your finances just are not meeting the mark, okay? And it just feels like no matter what you do, no matter what you try, your health and finances stand in the way of whatever it is. I mean, it could be relationships, it could be, within your family, but I feel like it's the things that you are trying to accomplish in your life. They're always being there's something that's hindering, and it's usually health or finances when it comes to, trying to progress towards your goals. But the healthy way to look at this is that, you can release worry about health, finances, and work, and just trust that the future will take care of the past with help of your higher power. All right. So some of you are hypersensitive to the fact that in the past, okay, things just don't work out. And so when you're focused on, well, last time I tried it, I became ill, or my finances weren't there, or I lost the job because of this, or the relationship didn't work because, financially I couldn't, whatever the case is, whatever you focus on, that is what becomes your existence, okay? So really trying to release the worry about all of your health, finances, and work, and just trust that you can take care of the situations that you weren't able to take care of in the past, okay? And look at it from a positive, that this time I can, this time it will. So just having a different perspective, because sometimes when we experience some type of trauma or experience some type of failure or defeat, it's hard for us to start again because we're anticipating the blow of the failure, the letdown, the disappointment. So really trying not to focus on that and just having a clear focus, a clear intention on making it work this time. All right. Now, the other thing I'm sensing here is that when it comes to self-esteem, it's like whatever you do, you just feel like you're not good enough. Okay, so these two go hand in hand, all right? But what you need to really acknowledge is that true wisdom is maintaining a balance between pushing and holding back, balancing detailed perfection with allowing some imperfection. All right, so nobody, number one, is perfect, and no one has ever done anything perfectly. You know, most individuals have gone through some trial and error in their lives. I don't know many people that haven't. I don't know anyone that hasn't gone through some type of trial and error. And so sometimes when we're standing on the outside and we're seeing people being able to succeed in different areas of their lives, and we also have those desires, we can tend to say, okay, well, it's working for them, but we don't know what that progress, what that journey was like for them. All right, so everyone's journey is different, and what you'll tend to find is that for most people, there was some struggle, there was some trial and error, but they were able to eventually rise above that and get to where they are at this point in time. So, Capricorn, there needs to be a release of this self-doubt, this not being good enough and not being able to produce this, and you know, thinking about things happening to you, all right? And really get to the point where you can get some more control over your thoughts and over your actions, okay? Now, because we can self-sabotage ourselves, you know, and not really put in the full effort because we really don't believe that it's going to work out, okay? So sometimes we do half-assed jobs, but we really believe in our mind that we're doing the best that we can do. But there can be some self-sabotage that we're not aware of that we're doing. Myself being a certified life coach, I do teach on self-sabotage behaviors, and a lot of times we don't even know that they exist within us, okay? So being very mindful of that. The way that this is affecting these feelings, you know, are affecting your mind and affecting your body. If you are having a lot of anxiety, okay, this is coming from the worry, okay? Worrying about the health and the finances and the work and, you know, am I good enough? So some of you are experiencing some anxiety. Some of you are sleeping too much or not enough. Eating habits are fluctuated. It could be from not eating at all or eating too much. Headaches and stomach upsets, okay? Even fevers. So if your body starts to signal any of those things, now some of you might not even experience any of those, which is great. But a lot of times our body responds to how we're thinking and how we're feeling. So if you are experiencing any of these things, you might want to check yourself and say, hey, am I worried? Am I stressed? Do I feel negative about situations and about myself? And so sometimes we can just address those feelings and those symptoms can subside. Of course, you know, if it still continues once you work on these things, then yes, you know, I'm not trying to replace a doctor. I'm just allowing you to see how your feelings can really affect your mind space and really affect your physical. So you want to be very, very careful of these things, okay? All right, so now we're going to take a look at some of the things here. Actually, I'm not going to show you that yet. What we're going to do is we're going to look at how your soul speaks to all of this, okay? How your soul speaks to this. And how your soul is also affected. Oh, okay. Out it comes. All right, so you got the Mystic card, all right? So the Mystic is really, really intuitive. I feel like a lot of you probably already know that there needs to be something addressed here. But let's go ahead and take a look. I love these cards so much, so I always like to get some more insight as to what the card's full meanings might be. It says that it's time to awaken the sleeping psychic mystic within. These qualities which you have always possessed are reawakening. Trust your intuition. The next time an unusual thought enters your mind or you have a gut feeling about something, pay close attention. What is the thought or feeling trying to tell you? For those who are already aware of their psychic abilities, the psychic card is here to remind you to use and integrate these abilities more into your everyday life. Pay particular attention to your intuition over the next few days. You will receive important news, so keep a journal and pen handy. All right, so here's the deal with this, all right? So you guys know, intuitively that you need to stand firmly in your truth. You do understand that a lot of times you do use your intuition and your gut feeling to move through, the avenues of life. But sometimes we can blur the lines between being intuitive and anticipating the worst, okay? So really trying to get balanced in that. And once you stand firmly in your truth and you can really say to yourself, okay, is this intuition? Is this because I fear this or I'm worried about that? But really getting that healthy balance. And you should use your intuition when need be. And right now your intuition is saying to you that that something here needs to be addressed, okay? And so now you can kind of look at some of the things that you need to look at. But sometimes we can kind of look at things through a suspicious eye based on our past experiences. So really having that discernment between two and practicing that can be a bit difficult, but it is very, very necessary for you guys at this time. And in the next few days, there is going to be some news coming to you, all right? So let's go ahead and get some insight from my goddess deck here, okay? Okay. Boundaries, all right? It says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy, all right? So, yeah, for some of you, I feel like, you do have some things that you are giving and giving and giving to others, your time, your energy, and you're not really putting that back into yourself. And this is also why you need to stand in your truth, okay? Because you truthfully, and again, know that there is a part of you that gives to others, okay? And for some of you, you're not receiving back. There's no reciprocity. And so I think this is why you're having the feeling of not being good enough. And then, for some of you, if you're not able to provide financially the way someone wants you to, or if, you are, feeling down or depressed, people tend to feel like they don't want to deal with you or that you can't give what they need from you, okay? Because you're always giving, you're always providing in some way, shape, or form, all right? And so now it's time to give all of that effort back to yourself, Capricorn, okay? And what is very interesting is I felt led to pull this card earlier, all right? So this is all starting to make sense. This is the card that I said, hey, I'm going to put this aside for a minute. But this is the counselor card, and it says that you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance, all right? And this is exactly what I'm seeing here. So one part of you feels very, very insecure about, what you think and how you, what you believe and what you have to offer. But I really think it's because people are always taking, all right? And there's not a lot of giving back. So when people walk away, when you no longer can give, or they find someone else that can give more. Now, this could be friendships, relationships, job, family. It's like you no longer feel like you're valued by these people or these individuals, okay? And this is why you're called to, create these boundaries. Take the time to stand in your own truth, because I feel like some of you, again, with talking about standing in your truth, I'm getting the idea that, people are coming to you and their experiences and what they got going on. And because you're the listening ear, or because there's something you can provide for them, their story, their situation, their matters are more important than yours. And for some of you, you do make other people a priority, okay? And put your stuff to the back burner. And so this is why you do have worry of health and finances, because this can drain you. This can depress you. This can give you anxiety. Some of you have lost jobs because of this. So then there goes your finances. And so the mystic is saying that you know what to do here. You know that you have to stand in your truth. You know that you have to put your foot down. You know that you have to do something different here. And the next couple of days, there's going to be something that comes your way that really opens your eyes to see that this is the case, this is the matter. And then there could be, something that comes your way that truly is a blessing to you. So just be open and aware to that. We are going to take a look at the Earth Warrior healing deck and see what the healing message is for you guys. We're going to take a look here and see what it is that you guys can embrace, learn, acknowledge, all of that. Okay. I'll tell you what, the sun is going up and down over here. Doesn't know if it wants to be sunny, if it wants to rain. Okay, what is the healing message for Capricorn? Okay, let's see here. All right, you did get three cards here. We got the progress on the path. All right, which is absolutely amazing. You got the we are the ones we've been waiting for, clan of the wolf heart. Okay, I see where they're going here. And you got the Lena. This is what must be shall be. All right, so let's just get a quick rundown. Okay. There is a powerful and sacred bond between your soul and the kingdom, okay? As you respect your inner guiding wisdom, your life experience will improve. You will successfully navigate your way around negativity. Healing, spirit communication, and loving repair of the sense of self after any type of abuse is indicated. There is spiritual support and assistance for a journey ahead that will take you far. Progress is being made. Absolutely, because I feel like for some of you, you do feel like the negativity has been of the past, or even maybe presently, and has even been on the higher end of abuse. Okay, so some of you, this is real. This has happened. Okay, so let's go ahead here. And now I'm looking, and this card is number 41. Your next card here is number 14. 1 plus 4 is 5, and 5 is new beginnings. So let's go ahead and look at what this card has to say.